All right, good morning, everyone. Trying out a background noise canceller. So if it sounds low, let me know. Let's see. All right, let's look at NASDAQ. I mean, I already marked out some zones. There's not much, but we'll look at it again. Let's see. Yeah, I know we have this daily zone here. There's not much on the 4-hour time frame. On the 3-hour time frame, we have this 3-hour supply zone all the way at all-time highs. So I'll mark this up blue. There's another 3-hour demand zone down here. Doesn't really matter. I don't think we'll get down here today. There's a possibility, but it's pretty low. Okay, I was looking at this 2-hour zone as well. It was 2-hour supply zone. It's also a 1-hour supply zone, but I don't think I can use it anymore because we just ran through it. It does look pretty bullish, I'm not gonna lie. This 1-hour candle closing above 0.35, I would say is pretty bullish. Unless we get below it, then I'd change it. But now that we ran through the zone, I'll probably look for another zone. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to see if I can make the mic louder. I mean, this could also be a 90-minute zone here. So since I'm marking that out, I'll probably just erase the zones that I already had. But I do want to see on the smaller time frame. Yeah. Damn, it sucks. Okay, I'm gonna erase this 2-hour zone. I'll keep the 1-hour zone for now, but I'll most likely end up erasing it since we're most likely gonna do something like this. Or we could dump from here. I mean, we tapped into this. So far, we're rejecting it. I won't take a trade though until market opens. I also had marked out this 90-minute zone down here, which already got ran through, so I'm not going to mark it out anymore. Um, let's see. Like, this could be a 90-minute zone. It's just a huge zone. I'll mark out this 45-minute. Good morning. Good morning from Brazil. Good morning from Canada. Good morning. I want to go to Brazil so bad. Different setup. So, yeah, I changed the setup so I can have a slightly better background. The setup used to be over there, so I had the windows facing me, and that was alright. But like the background wasn't that good. And like I really can't do much in this room for the background. So I was like, let me put it against this wall and then have the PC kind of be part of the background. And then eventually I'm gonna get like a corner shelf. Where is it? for this corner here, and it should look a bit better. Do you play any games on your PC? Chill, chill. I do. I mean, I just played Fortnite yesterday. I used to play more games on my PC, but ever since I locked in with trading, like I don't take any other game serious except Fortnite, which I play like zero builds on it, so it's not like I'm sweating like cranking 90s on it. I mainly just play for fun with my brothers. Like I can't play Fortnite by myself. It has to be with people. If I play by myself, like I don't know why I'm not that good. But if I play with others, then I'm carrying the team. Okay, I see this 15-minute demand zone here. Oh shit, my bad. I just smacked the microphone. Trading has ruined gaming for me. I mean, when I started trading, I didn't play any games for like almost 2 years. So I took a real break from games because I was so focused on trading. Yeah, now that I think about it, I wasn't even focused on trading when I stopped playing games. I was trying to get rich off of other things. Like, I remember I stopped playing games and then I made my first business. And then that lasted for like 2 months. Failed at that. Then I was just working jobs. Eventually, I tried ecom or like drop shipping. Tried that for like 2 months. It wasn't for me. I don't know why it wasn't. I don't know. I didn't like it. What else did I try? Life insurance. That was a big one. And then once I started like making money with trading, I still wasn't playing games until recently. I would say like end of last year, then I started playing games again. And it was mainly because like my brothers live in different states. It's like the only way we really like I don't know, hang out is by playing games together. It's fun. Like as long as I don't do it too long, I would say like more than 3 hours, 5 hours a day, then I'm fine. 4, oh my, I could be on the game like all day. It was bad. Okay, I'm looking for zones. I don't see anything. Let me double check though. Zones that I have marked out so far, I mean, they're alright. They're really not the best. This 90-minute supply zone. And I have this 45-minute demand zone here. A 1 hour demand zone here. 15-minute zone. And then that's really it. Where's VWAP? Turn the mic up. Oh my. I might have to turn this off then. Let me see. Change. See, if I turn this off, then you guys might hear the chihuahua. He's like digging at his bed right now. Okay, let's try that. That did nothing. Does it sound different? I don't think so. It probably sounds the same. Now you guys can hear the background noise though. Same. Oh, that reminds me. I should place my Amazon order. I'm buying a new mic, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, let's look at US 30. I wanted to. Okay, we're above VWAP. I don't know. This looks pretty bullish. I would take buys around 940, the 900s. Really depends how we react at these zones, which so far isn't too far away. Like, we could easily get there once the market opens up. Okay, this is US 30. This was yesterday's analysis on US 30. And I just want to show you guys how much we've moved. So these yellow lines are the opening range from yesterday. And you can see we're right back in this area, which is just insane. Yesterday, I really didn't trade US 30 because I traded NASDAQ. But the only trade I would have taken was off of this 2-hour zone, which happened at 10:30. So it happened very late on. I mean, it did play out though, but it just happened pretty late for me. Let's see though if we have newer zones. Yo. Someone's vacuuming the hallway now. I might need to turn on the noise removal. Okay, there we go. I think it's the cable. Wait, what cable? I think it's because I can't control the volume of the mic. See, I could control it down here, but it's all the way up. But the mic that I'm getting, it has like a whole sound system with it. So it should be way better. And it has like a string board too. Mic base cable. Like this cable? See, I was shopping for microphones and I realized how much I didn't know about microphones. Like I was so confused. And then yeah, now that you say that, some of the mics, like where you plug it in, the cable was like a cable I've never seen before. And it's a cable that you need to plug in through a sound system, which like I don't have. I never thought about getting that. Now though, I'm gonna have to. Now I learned the lesson. I learned the lesson. But anyways, it's Thursday. Um, I'm basically break even on the week, which isn't horrible, but it just kind of sucks because it feels like I've been training for nothing. But that's how it is sometimes. So I'm break even, but I'm really down like $130 on the week per account. So I would say that's break even because it's less than 1 hour. What the heck was that? I commented yesterday about live accounts with props versus personal. Can you talk about the benefits? Oh, I'm sorry, Leo. I just placed my foot on him by accident. He growled at me. I don't understand why traders would want to trade live for props. So, yesterday I was talking about Apex and their new live account program. Because now they actually came out with the information. And with Apex, eventually you can get up to having 5 live accounts, which is really good because usually with a prop firm, you don't really have multiple accounts to trade with. You don't get that option. For example, with TopStep, when you go live, it sucks because you can only have one live account and you can't have other like funded accounts with TopStep, just that live account. So I was saying that I think it's good to go live with Apex because they allow you to copy trade, multiple accounts. And I was just saying that I would go with Apex. And then you asked why would I go with Apex and not a live account? And I don't know if you saw it, but I responded and I said I'd go with both. Right? Like I feel like the end goal for every trader should be like having your main live account and then trading with prop firms. Because if you think about prop firms and your risk to reward, you could spend like, I don't know, 250 on account and then get paid who knows how much. You can make a bunch of money with one account. You can't really do that. I mean, you could do that with a live account, but like I really don't like think you should go for that. I think with a live account, you should aim for like long-term growth, you know? But with a prop firm, it's more like short-term. Like you're just aiming for the payout basically. You shouldn't really aim to go live, but like if you're doing good with the prop firm, they're going to move you to live, you know? And it looks like that's what Apex is doing with a bunch of traders. Or with, TopStep and Lucid. I haven't looked at Lucid live program, but I'm pretty sure it's very similar to Lucid, where if you have like multiple payouts on the same account, then you get moved to live. But the benefits of trading live for props, there's really not much benefits for it unless you can like copy trade. That's like the main benefit. And not every prop firm has that. So that's also why I hear a lot of traders kind of complaining when they get moved to live with some prop firms because they're not allowed to copy trade anymore, basically. So that's why it kind of sucks. But for example, with Apex, you can get up to having 5 live accounts and then being able to do daily withdrawals. That's like, I don't know, that's pretty good. Anyways, I'm looking at this 90-minute zone here on, what is this called? US 30. I'm not going to leave this zone marked, but I do like how we've kind of bounced off of it a couple times. Honestly, I think if we get below this area here, if we start closing below this, we could easily come down to this area here. And that would be around, I don't know, 100 points. So that could be a good trade. So now I'm trying to look for a zone that's around this area on the smaller time frame. Let's see if there is. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't see much. Oh, never mind. Boom, 15-minute zone here, which we bounced off of right here and right here a couple times. I like how US 30 looks. I like it. I don't think US 30 has looked this good for me in a while. Now it's just about the volume. I feel like this whole week US 30 doesn't even know that it's been open, you know? Like yesterday, it was so choppy. And then NQ was flawless. And I still lost yesterday. Like, what? Anyways, yesterday was yesterday. Today's a new day. Okay. I know we had 8:30 news. Let's check what that is about. All in cost for live is less in general. And when they make rules like daily payouts, it's still like your own live account. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well with Apex. Like they actually have it's like a real live account, like your own live account, because you have daily payouts. But everyone's different. Like it's really up to you, you know? Everyone's gonna have their own like pros and cons. Just like how everyone trades differently. For example, like I know a lot of people that don't even like they have multiple accounts but they don't copy trade it. Yeah, like they trade it separately. And a lot of people do that and they're successful. I think trading is really just about like finding what works for you and you won't know until you try it out. What am I looking for? Oh, high impact news. Oh my god, there's 10 a.m. news. Cool. 10 a.m. and then it says 12 p.m. All right, that doesn't matter. Trump tracker, pretty low. Cool. Hopefully he doesn't post a tweet. Okay. I don't know. Now I'm just waiting for the market to open up. See what we get. How many payouts do you get from one account before you blow it to avoid live? I know with Top Step, and I'm pretty sure Lucid is the same way. Once you get your fifth payout, you get moved to live. So a lot of people blow their accounts on their fifth payout on purpose. You know what I regret? Last year, I got five payouts for my Tops Up accounts, and I got the email saying that they wanted to move me to live, and they gave me two options. They said your first option is you can grow the account more because I didn't have much in the accounts at the time. They said I can grow the accounts or I can get moved to live right now. And I decided to grow the accounts. And then shortly after that, I ended up blowing the accounts. Not on purpose, because last year, like a really big goal of mine was to get the Tops Up yellow certificate. I don't know if they do it now, but basically the yellow certificate with Top Step is pretty rare. Not a lot of traders have it, and you only get it when you get asked up to move to live. And I it was literally like in my hands and like I didn't grab it. That's I would say that's one of my regrets from last year cuz I really wanted that certificate. Like if you were I don't know watching me last year, you knew like I wanted that certificate and I could have gotten it. I didn't. So yeah, I would say like if you ever get asked up to move to live, just do it. Try it out 'cause it might be good for you and you might get a cool certificate. Oh my god, this is so weird. You guys can see the back of my head now. I was gonna do my hair, but I was like, no, because then the back of my head's gonna be flat and they could see it. This is so weird. You directly jumped into Future Prop Firm or CFD. Yeah, I started with Forex Prop Firm. Well, I started with Forex live accounts. And then a couple months after that, I tried Forex Prop Firms, which I just tried the main one, which was FTMO. A lot of you guys probably know about them. They're like the top step of Forex. So I tried them out, failed like once or twice, called it a wrap. And around that time was the time where like Forex prop firms were like shutting down in the US because they weren't regulated. So after that, I was like, damn, like I can't trade Forex anymore. So I searched up what else I could trade, and then options popped up. So I was like, cool, let me do this. Tried options. I don't know what I didn't understand options. I still want to learn about options. I think it's a huge opportunity, but it's definitely a bit more complicated than futures. So after I was clueless with options, somehow I found out about futures and I started trading with futures and I just kept going at it. My first payout, it was 2500 and it was with Apex. Honestly, I shouldn't have gotten that first payout, but I'm really thankful that I did. That first payout was pure luck. Like, oh my god. Don't everything about my first payout was luck. Everything. Like the way I got funded was lucky. The way I got the payout was lucky. I remember I was trading the funded account and I promise you I was like $4 away from blowing the account. So I full ported it and I made like a couple thousand just like that in a little move. And I messed up the consistency rule with Apex at the time. And I knew like I wasn't gonna get the payout because I didn't follow the consistency rule. But I was like, you know what? Like it's allowing me to request a payout. Like let me just request it. And this was before Apex was like really strict. And it got approved somehow. And I was like, what? It was 10 times more shocking because I knew I didn't follow the rules. Well, and then, bro, I remember that day when it got approved. I was washing the dishes, and I was like, "Why am I even washing the dishes? Like, I'm about to be rich." Obviously, I got humbled because I didn't get nothing for months after that. Like, my trading was bad after that first payout. Yeah. Let's see, we got 2 more minutes for the market to open. On Nasdaq, I'm hoping it either goes up to this 90-minute supply zone, which we have rejected right here, or if it goes down, then I'm hoping it goes down to at least like 954, these demand zones down here, and see how that goes. US 30, it's already at the area of interest that I was looking at, so I'm not sure if I'll take a trade off of it. The reaction might happen too quick on US 30. Yeah. And honestly, damn, I don't know. It's like I kind of lost my trust with US 30. So I probably won't trade it just because of that. But I'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on it. Let's see, 30 seconds. I sounded way too excited there for the market opening up. What am I doing? All right, let's see. Okay, okay. Volume's kicking in on US 30. That might be a good sign for a good open. Okay. Nasdaq's go. Of course, they're doing the opposite thing. Look at this every time. That's so weird. All right, well, Nasdaq's at this 90-minute supply zone, so I want to see how this 1 minute candle closes out. US 30 already ran through this 15-minute zone. Um, Not surprising. Every time you see a volume spike on US 30 before the market opens up, it has a good opening. And that's exactly what just happened. Which I haven't seen in a while. I feel like I haven't seen this in a while. Okay. I'm trying to see if NASDAQ is rejecting this 90-minute zone or if we're going to break past it. See, if this was like a couple months ago, I'd be bearish on this because US 30 is moving down. But it's like now I can't do that because they move so differently. Oh, but I actually might take a short soon. Yeah, if we get below, if we break this 1 minute wick. Okay, I'm gonna short. I'm gonna put my stop loss at this high. I'm gonna try to target 1 to 2. Okay, I'm actually gonna go break even here. All right, I got out of that. That was TP2. Honestly, I think this could go way lower, but I'm gonna lock in the profit there. I think this could go down to 950. Honestly, that was it though. That was my 1 to 2. That was way too quick. Like it's only 9:33 and I'm done. We don't get paid for your time. You get paid for your decisions. That was so clean. Oh my gosh. Hopefully that the copy trader worked. Oh, cool. It did. Okay, perfect. 5K day across all fundeds. Way, way better than yesterday. Let's see. Like I said, I think this could go down to 955. That's really the only zone I have on our way down, which is why I think it could go down there. But let's see. I'm already done though. I'm not going to place any more trades. I don't think I am. If I do, then I don't know. It might be like down here at the 900s. But that was the move I was looking for. Literally copy and pasted from my last win. What was it on? I think it was on Wednesday or Tuesday. No, it was on Tuesday. I took a trade just like this one. Just like it. Just like it. Look at the sell off. Oh my. Where's VWAP? Let's see. Where is it? See, damn, with US 30, like it had such a good start and then it fully recovers the move that it did. It's not horrible. I mean, there's still a really good volume. I just feel like with US 30, recently there hasn't been any like good continuations with its openings. I don't know why. Maybe I'm the only one that sees it that way though. Because it definitely has been moving. I just feel like with the openings, it wasn't like, the beginning of the year where it had good continuations. How much trade did this run for? This trade ran for almost 100 points. I closed it out around 50. Nothing bad. It's just knowing where your trade could potentially run to could help you with the confidence, for next time. Because this the same thing's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna take the same trade eventually. I'm glad the copy trader worked. I was a bit nervous for that. That was surgical. That was in and out. How do you feel about the Apex end of day bundles? I feel like it's about time, honestly. I actually might buy a 5-pack bundle. And that's it. I don't plan on trading 20 accounts with Apex anymore, which I hate to say, man. It was such a good opportunity that no, I don't wish, but I'm glad I took advantage of it while it lasted. Like I had a really good run with the 20 accounts. But now I think it's more just worth it to trade with less than 10 accounts because you'll most likely get moved to live, which isn't bad. I'm glad they came out with more info about their live accounts. Okay, let's see if this touches VWAP at least. Like I said, my next area of interest, which is a demand zone, is down here around 955, which is why I think it could get down here. So that's what I'm waiting to see. I mean, I'm not gonna take another trade, but I want to see if it'll work out. What prop did you use for options? Yo, I wish I used a prop firm with options. I didn't use any prop firms for options. I was still pretty new to prop firms. And honestly, in the beginning, like I thought they were scams. I thought prop firms were a scam for a while. But then I was like, there can't be this much people like faking out payouts. It just can't be. So then I tried it out, got the money, and I was like, okay, this is definitely real. What do you use to copy trade on your other accounts? Right now, I'm actually using Tradecopia. Honestly, I think it's 100 times better than TradeSyncer. I haven't had any issues so far this week with Tradecopia. Zero, zero, zero issues with it. And supposedly Tradecopia is supposed to be better than TradeSyncer because I guess TradeSyncer is like on a cloud or something. God, I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to, but I don't know. Supposedly Tradecopia is better because it's like on your system, like it's an app. And TradeSyncer is kind of like a cloud. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know. It is something like that. Yeah, something like that. Oh, and the cool thing about Tradecopia is that you could put a daily loss limit on it, which is really cool. I'm not sure if TradeSyncer has that, but like Tradecopia has a whole risk management thing for the accounts, which is what I did. I put a daily loss limit on all of them. I'm not sure what happens when you actually hit it. I think it's supposed to like lock you out, but I'm not 100% sure. There it is, hitting the 950s. Let's see if it bounces off of VWAP. It'd definitely be pretty bullish if it bounced off of VWAP. If it like chops up around here, then I wouldn't be surprised if it continues to sell off. Let's look at the bigger time frame though. Mm, I don't know. I could just see this ranging. Even though I'm done trading, I do want to stick around. I want to see if it slows down after the first 15 minutes, like yesterday. If you guys saw, like, the market, actually, I'm right here. I could just show you what I'm talking about. Where is it? Yesterday's open was very aggressive. We had a very aggressive sell off, and then after that first 15-minute candle, you could see it right here. It slowed down very sideways, very choppy after that. Which I feel like they do that on purpose because it makes sense. Like you get traders rowdy, after a very strong open. A lot of people say, "Oh, the volume's really good. Let me go for like breakout trades." Like crazy trades. Because the opening was so strong, and then it slows down, and it's like, what just happened? I should have won yesterday, and I literally got ticked out just for it to hit TP in one candle. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. I'm not gonna lie. And I think after that, like, you guys know how it is. Like, you guys know how it is after you get ticked out and then it goes to your TP. Like, it pisses you off. And I think honestly, like, those emotions got to me. And I took two losses after that. And that sucked. But shit, it happens. There it is. There's a TP. I mean, not really TP, but this is where I thought it'd get to. Pretty simple. We just rejected a zone. So since we rejected it, I think we could get to the next zone, which for me was this 15-minute zone. And that's why I thought it could get down there. What am I doing? Okay, boom. What is the software used to trade? Um, I mainly trade on Tradeovate. 90% discount, but you're still paying 145. Yeah, for the activation fee. But if you think about 145, yes, it seems a bit pricey, but if you think about if you get a payout with it, you're turning 145 into $2,000, right? Or more if you get more payouts with it. So I would say like 145 is pretty cheap. Plus, it takes money to make money. Like, I can't even lie. Even with prop firms. Even with prop firms. But it also takes time to make money as well. Which indicators are you using on TradingView to show the sessions of New York and Asia shaded colors? It's called ICT kill zones and pivots. This is the only ICT thing I use. Sorry, I don't know why I laughed at that. It just really is. And like, I don't really use it for anything. A lot of people, what they use, I can't even talk. A lot of people, what they use, what am I saying? A lot of people, the way they use this indicator is by actually using, like, Asia highs, London highs, London lows, Asia lows. And they use it as like liquidity. And they trade based off of just that, which is really cool. I don't do it. I see how like it could work for sure. But yeah, if you're interested in it, I definitely look into it. I mean, even today, right? Like if you look at Asia highs, once it got taken, we sold off. Same thing with London lows. Once we took it, we bought up. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but I think it's a cool indicator. Plus, it gives you like a visual representation of like where the session started, which is also cool. Where the session started and how much the session moved. Yeah. You can also change the colors, I think. Yeah, over here. You can also put like other things as well. I know for mine, I have True Day Open on. You could put other times that you want where it just marks it out. If you don't know what True Day Open is, it's just the 12 a.m. candle, like the new day. And a lot of people also use that as targets as well. A lot of people target like True Day Open when they're in a trade. But I've noticed that maybe this is just me, but for like the True Day Open, Asia low, London low thing, like a lot of those trades play out before New York Open a lot of the time. Right, like these two trades over here. But yeah, what time is it? Okay, that was the first 15-minute candle. I do want to measure it out because I would say this is a pretty decent open, and it definitely was 168 points, which is around the same size as yesterday's opening. Is this the new regular? I would love for this to be the new regular. I'm gonna thrive if this continues. Now I would just be looking at this 45-minute demand zone, which it looks like the market wants to tap into pretty soon. I'd see if we bounce from there, if we keep selling off. Interesting day. Let's look at US 30. See, this is what I'm talking about here. Oh my. Aggressive sell off, and then it fully recovers the sell off. Slowly but surely. It's at VWAP right now, so I don't know. If it stays bearish, we're gonna reject that somehow. Realistically, if I was to trade US 30, the trade I would have taken most likely would have been this long here. And I would have targeted 100 points. This would have been a good trade. Another good trade, which I know I wouldn't have taken because I didn't, was this short right here. Breaking below the zone and then targeting the next zone. And that played out well. I wouldn't have caught this because it moved way too quick. Which I know I'm talking a lot, but if you look at the 925 candle, right before the market opened up, it had like a volume spike. Like you, I don't know if you guys saw it, but the candle moved very quickly. Not only that, but it also closed out very strong. When you see the 925 candle on US 30 closing out strong, most likely the opening's going to be volatile. I've seen it a lot. I haven't seen it recently, but this was first time I see it in a while. So that was cool. Got my payout from Lucid, 4K payout. Congratulations. You- I was gonna say you're gonna have to party this weekend. I don't know why I said that. Or why I was thinking that. Like, I don't even think about partying. Recently, I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about like partying. And it was ever since I went to Austin. I went to Austin with my brother and my girlfriend and my mom. And me and my brother and my girlfriend, we went out to 6th Street. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like a street. Oh my gosh, it's a crazy street. It's full of bars. And we got drunk. And I had so much fun. I haven't had that much fun in a while. And like having that much fun at the bar just kind of made me realize how easy it is to get hooked on like that party life. Cuz when you're partying, when you're drinking, you forget about everything. And then it's like you have so much fun. It's pure dopamine. And I see how easy it is to get hooked on it. And like ever since that, like I've been like low key thinking about partying and like just celebrating every little thing, which I never thought like that. But yeah, I understand why people get hooked on that because it's so easy. It's so easy. I was tipsy riding the electric scooters down the street. Oh my. I hope you had a helmet. Those electric scooters are no joke. Oh, that reminds me. Completely random topic. I was driving down the street and I live in the suburbs, okay? In these suburbs, you see golf carts, right? Like I live in the suburbs, right? And it's been hot outside, so like everyone's outside, the kids are outside playing, and I've seen so many kids on electric scooters. It made me think about the movie Back to the Future. Let me see if I could pull it up. You guys know like in Back to the Future they have like this floating skateboard and like they go fast on it. It made me think about that. I was like, whoa, like I'm literally in the future. Let me see if I could pull it up. Skateboard. Oh, it was like a skateboard, but it had like a stick on it. Where is it? I can't find it. Let's see. Maybe it was a scooter. I can't find it, but it just reminded me of the movie and like, you know, I watched the movie a couple years ago and like I just thought about like what the future could look like. And then I don't know, seeing like those kids on the scooter driving really fast on the street, just it was like, whoa, like if I saw this, a couple years ago, I'd be like, that's so cool. And like now it's the normal. I don't know, it's just cool. The hoverboard, yeah. Oh, another thing about the future, I went to this grocery store. I don't know if you guys have it where you live, but the grocery store is called BJ's. It's like a Costco. Like they sell in bulk. And they have a robot that works there every night. It's the second time I saw it. I took a photo with it. Let me see if I could pull it up. And it makes me think about the future, obviously, because it's a robot. But like, what could come with that? A lot of people are gonna lose their jobs because of AI, because of robots, and like, there's no stopping it, right? Would you rather hire a human or a robot that doesn't need to go to the bathroom, doesn't have distractions, it just does its job? Or would you have hired like a human that takes breaks? It has to take breaks. It gets distracted from its phone. I'd hire the robot and I could pay it less. I wouldn't even have to pay it, right? So like it just makes sense for the robots to take over because a lot of people are gonna want more money. And I think I don't know, I just think it's gonna have like a negative effect on the markets, just like the I think it's called like the dot com bubble or something. You guys know. You guys know. It's just like a market crash because so much change happened very quickly. I cannot find this photo. Oh, right here. I found it. You can't even see the robot. You can see the robot. It's always in the same corner, too. Yo, that robot was scary. Like, it came up running to me for a second, then it turned quick. I don't know. The future is scary, but it's also really cool. What time is it? It's about to be 10 a.m. Supposedly, we have high impact 10 a.m. news. So, we'll see how this plays out. We'll see if it's actually a good news candle. I feel like we haven't had a good news candle in a while. 1 more minute. Has anyone that's in this stream right now, have you guys been to the Adirondacks in New York? I've never been there and I live pretty close to it. Somewhat close. I think it's like a 6 hour drive. Supposedly the stars are really nice over there. And we have this huge telescope which we don't use. So I'm trying to see if I do like a weekend, I don't know, a weekend trip to see the stars. 10 more seconds for this news candle. Let's see if it's really high impact. Hmm? I don't know. Doesn't look crazy. I like that was nothing. Okay. Never mind. That oh, got some volume kicking in. Okay, okay. I don't know. I would have expected it to do more if it's high impact. I mean, it still could. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes for that news candle to really like kick in. Prop, are you trading or your own live? Um, I'm trading with Tradeify and Lucid. I was doing some math yesterday because the goal eventually is going to be to copy trade around 20 accounts, but not with Apex. So basically across multiple prop firms. And the accounts I'm thinking of adding, or the prop firms I'm thinking of adding so far is Tops Up. I haven't traded Tops Up this year. I think I did have one or two funded accounts with Tops Up, and I definitely blew them. And then that was it. I didn't touch Tops Up anymore. But I do think I want to get back into it. Tops Up is just OG. You can't go wrong with it. If I go with Tops Up though, I guess the only thing that would kind of suck is that if you do want to go for like a huge 20K payout, you have to get the big accounts, the 150K accounts. And I don't think I'm going to do that because I know I'm not going to use the leverage. So I'd go with the regular 50K accounts. The payout caps on those are 2K. So I plan on adding Top Step. I looked into top one futures. That's actually what I wanted to look at. Top one futures. I never really looked into the top one futures, but supposedly they are pretty good. I've never tried them out as well. I don't even have an account with them. But supposedly you can have 10 funded accounts with them or over 10. You can have a lot of funding with top one futures. So I wanted to look at their straight to funded rules. Anytime I'm looking at a prop firm, I always go to their FAQ section. Always. This is always where you want to get your info. FAQ section, every prop firm. So, straight to funded. That's the ones I was kind of looking at because they do have a sale. Intraday trailing. Oof, maybe not. Let's see. Oh, you can only have five. What the heck? I saw 10. Maybe it's not these. Maybe it's this one. First payout, you must make 6% of your initial account balance. Let's do some math. 6% times 50,000. Okay, so yeah, $3,000. That's pretty usual. It's probably, yeah, 20% consistency. Makes sense. Pretty usual. Max payout on a 50K account is 2,500. Okay, that's pretty good. I haven't seen that. It's for their instant funded account. Instant sim funded account. Okay, cool. It seems pretty normal. I don't see anything that's kind of different or weird. So I might add top one futures eventually. Like I said, I don't have much experience with them. Next one I have on the list is Funded Next. which I looked at their rules. I really do like them. One of their accounts, I think it's called the premium account or something. It's the most expensive one. It's very similar to like OG Top Sub, where you can have a 50K account. You could request like $6,000 from it. So that's cool. And then the payouts are also similar to Top Sub. So I do plan on adding Funded next. And then the last one I have on the list, and I'm not sure I'd get to it, but it's called Funded Futures Family. And I don't know. The only issue with Funded Futures Family is the history with it, specifically the owners. Funded Futures Family. I like Funded Futures Family. I like the rules that they have, their prices. I've gotten paid from them before. I've gotten a 13K payout from Funded Futures Family before, and they paid out really quick. I will say, I don't want to say I got lucky with the payout, but I was not supposed to get that payout. Okay, I've said this story multiple times, but it's always crazier to tell because you would have never thought. And it was in January. It was last year. Yeah, January 2025. I got five Funded Futures Family accounts, and I ran it up, right? But I ran it up the bad way, basically, because I ended up breaking a scaling rule. So what I did was I slapped on four contracts when I was only supposed to be trading three, and I did it for over 10 seconds. And I knew I was wrong, so I contacted their support team. And I was like, "Can you guys check into this and see if I broke the scaling rule?" So I contacted them and they said, "Yes, you did break the scaling rule." So I was like, "Damn, like I just got to this payout, level. Like I could request a payout here, but I know I broke the rule." And they just confirmed it. But I was like, "You know what? Fuck it. Like let me just request this for fun." Just like how I did with Apex. Just like how I just requested it. I was like, "Let me try it out. They're a new platform. Let me just see." Requested it, a couple hours go by, and I get an email that the payout got approved. A 13K payout. And I was telling my girlfriend as well, I was like, "I requested it, but I don't think I'm gonna get it." And I was like, I just called it a day. And I got that email at like it was later in the afternoon, it was like 6 p.m. I got the email and it got approved. Immediately I went to do the payout process. I was like, this is my money now. Let me get it. So I did the payout process. I got them with Rise. That's how I did their payouts. And within like 2 minutes, I ended up getting $13,000 in the bank. Just like that. And I was like, wow, like that's crazy. And I made a payout video out of it. And in the payout video, I actually say like I I said that I messed up the scaling rule, and the owners of the prop firm, which at the time was Jay Dunn. I don't know if you guys, who doesn't know him, Jaden, the discipline over dopamine guy. He was the owner, and then Danny Trays was the owner. Jaden posted me on his Instagram story and was like, "Guys, you should go check her out. Like, I really like her payout, but da da da." I still have the recording. And they commented on the video, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. And in the video, I literally say like I messed up on the scaling rule. But yeah. So anyways, Funded Futures Family like does pay. I've gotten paid from them. But the whole drama between the owners, Jaden and Danny Trades, I don't know, it kind of just throws it off, like can I trust the prop firm anymore? I don't know. People are still getting paid out from them. Like they're still a very well kept prop firm. If you go to their Discord, you see payouts every day. So Yeah, I don't know. I think I probably should add them to like, you know, the copy trading thing, but I don't know, just be careful. Bottom step. Nah, that's crazy. Those rules should be hard coded so you can't accidentally add too many contracts. See, that's what I think as well. Like, I'm pretty sure TopStep does that. But other prop firms, you could do it and they won't let you know. But for example, Apex used to be like that. You could break a rule, request your payout, and like it would get denied. You wouldn't know why. But they changed it to where if you break the rule, you should get an email between like a couple hours. That Danny Trey's guy owns a prop firm. Yo, yes, yes. Yeah, that okay, so Danny Trades and Jaden, I don't know why, but they created a prop firm and it was really good at first. It was really good. I mean, it still is, right? But it was really good between like, Danny Trades and stuff. And then that's when that whole like Danny Trades got exposed for like having a paper account and like everything went down. Everything went downhill after that. And I guess now supposedly the real owner of the prop firm is Danny's dad, which is why like a lot of people don't even like talk about them, or kind of advertise them because of that drama that happened. And I agree too, because it's like, I don't know, it's hard to like, because he'd build trust for years and then like it just went downhill in one day. So I don't know, it's hard to trust the prop firm with like, oh my gosh, news candle pumping? What? What is this? Oh? Oh my gosh, we're pumping. Oh. Let's see if it continues. Oh my god, look at US 30. That's like still kind of going up. What was that move? Oh my gosh, 123 points in 1 minute. No, that was like 10 seconds. That wasn't even 1 minute. What about US 30? Oops. Yo, something must have happened. Let me log in into this and see. Damn, did anyone catch that? That was such a good candle. Oh my gosh. 250 points in 1 minute on US 30. That's insane. That was literally better than the opening. This is what I'm talking about. Like, what is this? He Nah, what just happened? Let's see if we see any headlines. High impact. No, I don't see anything. Iranian lawmaker says most proposals accepted in talks. Okay, I guess that's bullish. That was. It was honestly more crazy on US 30. I mean, it's crazy on NASDAQ as well, but damn. Drake missile. Trump. Trump. Was it really him? Did he post something? Let's see. Let's go to Truth Social. Yo, I didn't even know Truth Social was a thing until Trump. Alright, alright. Let's see. He hasn't posted anything recently. Let's see on Twitter. Like there has to be a reason for that. The news platform is MarketEdge.ai, which, funny enough, I've never been affiliated with Market Edge. Never. And I've always used them. I've been using for like over a year. On stream every day I use it. They just not too long ago they DM'd me on Instagram to partner up with them. So that was crazy. I was like, what? Because it's a thing that I actually use. But yeah, I might partner up with them soon. Um, I just need to get on a call with them, which I should email them about. I'm trying to see if like any news came out. Like, what was that? Someone said, "Hey guys, we won the war with Iran." Dot 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 again. Yo. U.S. and Iran reach deal, but need Trump's final approve. Ooh, ooh, that's bullish. U.S. Iran deal pending Trump approval. U.S. and Iranian negotiators have agreed on a 60-day ceasefire. Another fucking ceasefire? What are we doing? I'm sorry for cursing, but like, what's going on? Another ceasefire? But the deal still awaits for final approval from President Trump. Wow. That explains it. Gas prices drop. Gas prices post biggest drop of 2026. US gas prices fell 15.2 cents a gallon in a week to about $4.2. How the hell you can what? That doesn't even make sense. I think they made a mistake there. Well, that explains the move. I guess Iran and the US have reached a deal, but just need Trump's approval. So I can't imagine once he actually approves it, you'll see another move up. Just mistakenly made a bet. That's funny. Wow. Honestly, the move was like way better on US 30. Let's look at oil. Oil must have dropped, right? Where is it? Oh, crude oil. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at the drop on oil. That is crazy. Look. Oh my God. Look at that. Let's look at it on the 1 hour. Wow. Mm-mm. That was a crazy move. Now, what is it at now? 87. See, I'm glad I didn't put gas in yesterday. I could put it in today. You guys think I'd pay less paying gas today because of this drop here? Maybe, right? Now you guys could put in gas later in the week, most likely. By the way, Funded Next Futures just emailed. They now have a rapid challenge. Passing 1 day without daily loss limit. Well, the rapid challenge wasn't new, but maybe the daily loss limit is new. Like, not having it. Yeah, I was just about to say that. How it takes a couple of days for the gas prices to like really settle. So yeah, that what you said is right. Gas station is still bought for the old price, so it might still be high for a couple days. Yeah, I realized that because when the gas spiked, like on crude oil itself, it spiked, but nothing really changed. Like at the gas stations, it was kind of normal. And then a couple days later, everyone was complaining about the gas prices. And I was like, "What are you guys talking about? Like that's old news." But yeah, then I thought about how not everyone's a trader. Damn. Well, we're gonna make a new all-time highs most likely. What's the lowest crude oil has been? I'm pretty sure crude oil was at like the negatives at one point. I wasn't there to trade that, but I have heard about it. Let's look at the daily. Oh wow. Yeah, this makes zero sense. Like that's actually crazy. Oh, in 2020. Now it makes sense. It was in 2020. Crude oil dropped on to negative 31. Like what? Wow. Can you imagine how much money was made off of this drop here? Like, that's insane. Or even to buy it down here, buying it down here, holding it. That's crazy. On the daily, it doesn't look like it moved much, but if you zoom in onto like the 5 minute, you can see the clear spike that it made. Way bigger than like the opening was. Wow. Seems like we will crawl back down. Yeah, until Trump actually approves the deal, then it's like a whole nother pump. Or I think it will be. Well, I mean, damn, now we're back into the opening range. That was a good move. Just no continuation. So it wasn't really too crazy. I think it would have been crazy if it actually continued to go. Like that one time Powell was speaking at 10 and like it was insane. It was just like green can after green can. We moved like all the way up. Anyone remember that? It wasn't a long time ago. I remember like just green candles ripping through my zones. I was missing out on trades, like potential trades. But I was so shocked and like kind of scared to get into the trade. Like I just remember like I was staring at it with my mouth open like this. I was like, and then we hit like all this time like I missed out on all the trades and I was like, oh my god. But yeah, with this one, I don't know. The best way to take the longs was at the bottom, right? Or like in the middle kind of. But if you FOMO'd into the longs after the long came in, you probably got chopped up and you probably lost. And that's how it is. Like the market will give you such a good move that you think it'll continue and then it doesn't. And then you get chopped up. kind of like what happened yesterday. Market opens up, we get a very aggressive move down, 15-minute candle closes, and then we start chopping up. And then we have a random, huge green candle. So you're like, okay, the longs are going to continue. Let me take a buy. Maybe you took a buy and you won, but if you didn't win, you probably got chopped up. The markets are like nothing to play with, at least with like live money. On an evolve, it's fine, but damn. Maybe all of the insiders made their money on the big move up. Maybe. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Especially with the oil. See, that's damn, like I need to be friends with someone that's on the inside because it's like just tell me when to buy and I'll buy. Someone asked me a while ago if you had a superpower, what would it be? Something like that, and I said 100% win rate on the charts. Can you imagine that? Anyways, it's about to be 10:30. So I'm going to call it a day here. I think it was a decent day. It's very similar to yesterday where you get like a very aggressive move, 15-minute candle closes and it slows down quite a bit. It could change though. Now that we had this positive news come out, maybe you'll see more volume for sure. But yeah, I'd be careful. You don't want to get caught up in like one of these spikes and be in the wrong direction because you will lose more than what you planned. Actually, let me journal really quick before I head out so I don't have to do it later. So let's zoom out and kind of see. So honestly, like I wasn't looking at the bigger time frame, but if you go to the bigger time frame, this area not only was it a area of supply, but it was also resistance, of course. They're very similar, kind of the same thing. The zone that I had as well wasn't the original zone I was looking at, but it was the only zone that was there at the time, which is why I took it from that one. So I'll screenshot this 5 minute. It's gonna be in the free Discord. And then I'm gonna screenshot it on the 1 minute. That's kind of where the entry was. I will say for this trade, if you go back and replay it, what I did was I just placed the order around this. But the main reason I placed the order up here and not down here, which even if I did it down there, I would have hit TP. But the only reason I did that was because I wanted the stop loss to be at these highs, right? And if my entry was down here, then I would have needed to risk way more or just size down. But I didn't want to do that. So I got the entry around here. I think it was 84, 85. So technically it was kind of an early entry, but still kind of made sense, right? As soon as we tap this supply zone, we start closing out, rejecting it with these wicks. Usually my entry would be at this 1 minute break here, but I was pretty confident on it because of these wicks. Another confluence for the short, unfortunately was US 30 selling off. And I'm pretty sure I said it before I even got into the trade. I was talking about how usually I'd be pretty bearish on this because US 30 sold off. But it's not like the only reason why I took the short. Anyways, let me screenshot it. And yeah, like a lot of my winners, it was a very quick trade. If we look at my win earlier this week, I think it was on Tuesday, it was also a very quick trade. So that just kind of makes me think about the longer I'm in a trade, let's just say I'm in a trade for a while and it's doing something like this, most likely I'm going to lose a trade. Because again, a lot of my winners happen quickly. Took shorts off a 90-minute supply zone after the market had two 1 minute candlesticks rejecting the zone. Stop loss was at the highs. TP was a 1 to 2. Oops. But it played out. So this trade played out to the next zone, which was around a 1 to 4. So now I know for next time, if I kind of see like the same trade, to, I don't know, leave a runner, right? Or hold it all the way down. That was it. Have you used TradeSync before? Yes. I used TradeSync for 1 week. And within that 1 week, I had about 3 issues where the copy trader messed up. I don't know if it was me, right? Maybe I messed up, but I don't think I did. I think the platform had glitches. And then after that week, I stopped using it because I was like, this shit is messing with my money. So I stopped using TradeSync. Um, but if you ask other people, I mean, they've had good experiences with TradeSync. I will say that it does glitch sometimes, so I'd be careful. Yeah, I like Tradecopia. Even though it's more expensive, you can manage your risk on it. So, like I said, you could put a daily loss limit on the account. So if you hit it, you won't be allowed to trade it, which is really good. In case the copy trader does mess up, then the worst thing that could happen is you hit your daily loss limit, right? Another thing about Tradecopia is it's an app that goes like it's like I don't know if it's a software app. I don't know, maybe it's fucking both. But with TradeSync, it's kind of like just a website. So that's why it glitches sometimes because it's like on a cloud kind of. I think that's how you say it. With Tradecopia, it's like on your computer. It's a system. Supposedly, it's supposed to be better than TradeSync because of that. And honestly, I'm starting to believe it because it's almost been a full trading week and I've had zero issues with Tradecopia. So I'm gonna just leave that there. But like I said, like it's really up to you to try it. Like I wouldn't know Tradecopia was better unless I tried out TradeSync, right? Like you have to try it out yourself to kind of really know. What else is on TradeSync? You have a journal, which I'm pretty sure wait, no. On Tradecopia, you have a journal, which I'm pretty sure is also on TradeSyncer. You could do multiple copy trade groups, which is good. And I mean, that's pretty much it. They just did an update on Tradecopia as well, which gives you like an economic calendar, market session when the market opens or when it closes, and I'm sure they'll have more better updates. But yeah, you use TradeSyncer in beta phase. It's better now. Well, that was recent. Like it wasn't too long ago. It was this year, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't in beta. Like it was real. Like it was already set. And I remember too because I actually waited for the beta phase to be over. I waited for everyone to get the glitches and stuff. And I was like, yeah, like let me try it now. It's probably back to normal. No, it glitched for me. But that was for me. It could be different for you. And of course, it could be different now, right? Like they could have upgraded it and it's way better now. Time to go for a walk. Training's over for today unless y'all want to give back profits. I agree. I agree. I'm going to go get some sunlight and maybe some coffee. Not maybe. I know I'm going to get coffee. I've been thinking about it. But I hope you guys have a good day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Um yeah, tomorrow's Friday, so let's end the week off strong.